Hello, cowboys, cowgirls, and everything in between, and welcome back to Packs and Recreation. And today we continue not only the Thunder Junction saga, but our bundle saga with the Outlaws of Thunder Junction bundle, now with 9 playing boosters, which, whatever. So, as you know, this is part of the saga of let's do every bundle, and from time to time I have to go back to the present, to the current one, and then continue going back, and we're going to talk about the latest one, at least the time of this recording, which is Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Now, let's talk about the branding. The branding is on point. If you see the Outlaws of Thunder Junction logo in anything else, like in the booster box, in the commander deck, in the commander decks, or whatever, the logo is not like this. It's not the belt buckle. Normally it's just this. It's just the name without much. So I find it funny that for the bundle they went with this aesthetic and like full pants aesthetic, which is kind of weird. And as usual, let's review what comes with it. At this time, nothing crazy. At this point in time, the meta is more to try and find what they removed from the bundles than actually what they include in the bundles, but I digress. So you have the usual basic lands. So you have 15 traditional foil and 15 regular basic lands cards. So the good old. I do feel that something is missing here because wasn't it 2020? Maybe I'm missing. Maybe I'm crazy. The oversized spin down life counter, which for a lot of people, this is the highlight of the bundles because normally they are very creative with the coloring. Let's check it out. 9 14 card Outlaws of Thunder Junction play boosters. I do have to say that I always, and I will never stop saying this, I love the tricky visual design. 9 in words and then 14 cards in numbers, so that you in your brain you look at this and you think 14 boosters, and it's like, nope, it's 9 boosters with 14 cards. Plus 2 reference cards that are just useless and no one cares. English examples only. You get an out card, a promo-ish for the key to the vault, which is actually a very good card, and the box, which is the box that we're looking at. So let's see. Let's open the pants, which is, kind of uncomfortable to a degree. Sadly, the bundles never have like a cool message like the pre-release. Like the pre-release, for example, for Thunder Junction has a cool yeehaw on after you open it, and the commander decks also have a message. This one doesn't have anything, but it does have an insert, and the insert is this foxy thing, and well, this is kind of a boring insert, just the same image as the box, which, I mean, no offense to the image is cool, but, and then this, which, okay, so there is that, and then the box. Now, what's in the box? The box is a train in Thunder Junction, then the logo again, and this time also with the whole leather pattern, and the other side of the train. So if you look at it, sadly, they didn't go full with it, and did like, the train goes around the box. No, it's just like the front of the train, kind of, and then cactus, and the back of the train, and then cactus. So kind of a wasted opportunity, if I may say so myself, but whatever. Now, the new style of bundle comes like this, which is very... because they don't come with the little box anymore. It's just this thing fulfills the function of the little box, which is very smart. But at the same time, it's like, please give me back my box. Why do you took my box away from me? So you have Rakdos here, cool. And one thing that I have to say is that I get the whole thing. Like, they do it like, again, it's leather, so you have the whole leather stitching here for everything. But I get it, but if you're going to put the stitching in there, why don't you put it in the part where I remove it, so that I take something with stitching that is kind of the vibe that you're going for Thunder Junction. So everything has stitching, right? Instead of that, the stitching remains in the part that I'm going to throw away. So then tiny bones and just a bunch of +1/+1 counters. So there is that. Now, the boosters, which is the main attraction, right? We're going to open this in a second. The 2 reference cards. Watch out, guys. We are in for a treat. Crazy, I know. And, well, the box is the usual. Pretty cool. You get the pack of lands, which I could swear is less lands than before. I need to check another bundle. Or maybe it's just I'm already so traumatized by Wizards removing stuff from bundles and products that I don't trust them. And it's like, oh, it comes with X, and it's like, no, it doesn't. Don't lie to me. And as you can see, this is another instance of don't wear gloves to an unboxing video. There you go. So the promo card is actually pretty good. The key to the vault for 1 and 1 blue is a legendary artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards from the top of the library. You may exile an online card from among them. Put the rest of them on the bottom of the library in a random order. You may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost, which is very good, right? You can use and abuse this. And then besides that, well, you get the full art ones, which I have to say that the island symbol is kind of hidden because it's backwards. You wouldn't expect it, but I kind of like these lands. They remind me of the Theros lands with constellations, but instead of constellations, it's just, you know, the terrain, which is I like these. I think it's more creative than when they just put green stuff or white stuff or whatever. And then the normal, right? So some foil, and then the same but in non-foil. So you get these always by default. Same with the promo. This is the usual that everyone gets. Now for the die, let's see. It's a confetti themed die, which, okay, is it supposed to be gold or something? I don't know what exactly we're trying to replicate. It looks a lot like the Jurassic Park amber one, but it's not the same tone. I don't know what exactly is it that we're trying to, like, is it gold? Is it a mineral that I'm missing, like copper maybe, or something? Like, I don't know. It looks very nice, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't say Thunder Junction by looking at it, but it looks very nice nonetheless. And now, let's crack some boosters. Outlaw Medic. Overall, there is this problem, right, with bundles. Bundles I really feel that are hit or miss. There is no like, either you look at a bundle and you go like, oh yikes, mech, like they really hit the thing in the spot, and you're like, man, that is a cool looking bundle. The box is cool, the die is cool. Ooh, and a mythic. Let's see, Assimilation Aegis or Aegis, or for 1 and 1 white and 1 blue is an equipment that says, when Assimilation Aegis enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target creature until Assimilation Aegis enters the battlefield. When Assimilation Aegis becomes attached to a creature, for as long as Assimilation Aegis remains attached to it, that creature becomes a copy of a creature card exiled with Assimilation. Okay, that's very nice. You can exile something, and then you can equip it to a creature of yours, and it becomes a copy of it. That's interesting. If you exile the proper thing. Hindering Light, not bad. And Baron Bertram Greywater in foil. Then an island. which I guess I'm going to put here, and the worst type of token card, which is the Noken card. It's not a token, it's nothing. Actually, let me remove this thing away from my face. So bundles sometimes, you know, there are bundles and you look at them and you go like, oh wow, okay, they hit the spot. The art in the box is great, the die that comes with it is great, everything is great. But there is no middle term. It's either like, whoa, this is the banger, or it's just like, yeah, okay, this is whatever. And for the Thunder Junction one, it's like, yeah, okay, this is whatever. Like, it looks okay, but it is not, the visual design just feels meh, you know, like, they try, but not 100%. Colossal Rattleworm for 2 and 2 green is a 6/5 worm. Colossal Rattleworm has flash as long as you control a desert. So there is that. It has trample. You pay 1 and 1 green, exile Colossal Rattleworm from your graveyard, stage your library for a desert card, put it into your battlefield tab, and then shuffle. Okay. Not bad for the Tyrant Scorn. There's a multicolor card. See, that's the problem with these cards. It's kind of difficult to read. A foil Sandstorm Verge and a Jagged Barrens. And then an art card for Decisive Denial. Remember when the Magic boosters had different art and not always the same? And you had those superstitions as a kid that were like, oh, I will, if I get the one with the art of the card that I want, it's more likely that I get the card that I want. And it obviously has nothing to do. But in your head, it's the same trick as when you were trying to catch a Pokemon and you will look away from the screen, because if you pretend to not be interested in the Pokemon, it will be caught easier. You know, the magic of being a child. Step Between Worlds for 3 and 2 blue is a sorcery that says each player may shuffle their hand and graveyard into the library. Each player who does draws 7 cards, exile Step Between Worlds. And it has Blood for 4 and 2 blue. You pay for 4 and 2 blue and exile this card from your hand, cast it as the sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost. Blood only as a sorcery, which, you know, I like this type of play because it's like a trap card in Yu-Gi-Oh, but there is always the thing that you pay to plot it, and it's there, so it's face up, so you can actually intimidate or like at least bother them with the card sitting there. Notion Thief is a special guest card for 2 and 1 blue, 1 black. It's a 3/1 human rogue that says flash. If an opponent will draw a card except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, instead the player skips that draw and you draw a card, which is a very good card to annoy people. Terminal Agony, not bad. Again, I'm kind of mixing special guests and the vault and all that because it's too many icons, so it gets messy. A foil Mind Rider, a foil Bristling Backwoods, and a art card for Razzle Dazzler. Iron Fist Pulverizer, Mystical Tether, Take the Fall, Skullduggery, Spinewoods Paladin, Gold Pan. Not that many artifacts in this set. I mean, makes sense. Make Your Own Luck, Neutralize the Guards, Sandstorm Verge, Rakish Crew, and Lila, Undefeated Slick Shot. For 1/1 red, 1 blue, is a human rogue that is a 3/3 that says Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until the end of turn, which makes sense. And whenever you cast a multicolored instant or sorcery spell from your hand, exile that spell instead of putting it into your graveyard as it resolves. If you do, it becomes blotted. And okay, that, you know, you can call it later. It's like have it loaded. Heartless Pillage, Daring Thunder Thief in foil, a Plains, and a treasure token, which I'm going to put, I guess here. See, too many types of cards. Too many cards. And Thunder Salvo, Steer Clear, Seize the Secrets, Ambush Gigapede, Giant Beaver, Stagecoach Security, Overzealous Muscle, Stubborn Borrowfin, and Take for a Ride, Scrupulous Contractor, Roxanne, Starfall 7th. For 3, 1 red, 1 green is a cat druid that is a 4/3 and says whenever Roxanne enters the battlefield or attacks, create a tapped colorless artifact token named Meteorite with when Meteorite enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target, and tap, add 1 mana of any color. Whenever you tap an artifact token for mana, add 1 mana of any tapped artifact token produced. Not bad at all. Ooh, Indomitable Creativity. For X and 3 red, destroy X target artifacts and or creatures. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller reveals a card from the top of the library until an artifact or creature card is revealed and exiles that card. Those players put the exiled cards onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Which... okay. Then a foil Nimble Brigand, a British Backwoods, and Bristling, not British, Bristling Backwoods, and Scorpion Dragon. Which, depending on how you look at it, looks like an enemy from Elden Ring. So, token goes here. 4 to go. Reckless Lackey, Armored Armadillo, or Armadillo, which is easier. Daring Thunder Thief, Backnut Buzzard, Snakeskin Veil, Rodeo Pyromancers, Voracious Varmin, Lively Dirge, Fleeting Reflection, which is actually a pretty nice card, pretty looking. Honest Rotstein, a Warlock, and Rakdos joins up. So for 3, 1 black and 1 red, Rakdos woke up and was like, yep, I'm bored. Legendary enchantment. When Rakdos joins up, enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Whenever a legendary creature you control dies, Rakdos joins up, deals damage equal to that creature's power to target opponent. A Repulse. For 2 and 1 blue, return target creature to its owner's hand, draw a card. A foil Overzealous Muscle, a Mountain, and a Mercenary that is also a plot, which is nice. 3 to go. Prickly Pear, Ariet's Lullaby, Stop Cold, Consuming Ashes, Fake Your Own Death, well, Oasis Gardener, again, not that many colorless or artifacts, Nurturing Ride, Deepmok Desperado, Rostan Rampage, Badlands Revival, and now Kyrvek the Punisher, which, as I said in a previous video, it says Punisher, looks like Ghost Rider, and it kind of works as a card. Write Down is a Boros that says Boros instant. Destroy target blocking creature. Creatures that were blocked by that creature this combat gain trample until the end of turn, which, okay. A foil Steer Clear. Lonely Arroyo, an elemental. That is also a plot. Second to last. Patient Naturalist, Explosive Derailment, Trained Arings, Rizal Dazzler, Pitchbrick Horde, Mobile Homestead, weird, that vehicle is here, Visage Bandit, Slickshot Lockpicker, Vile Smasher, Gleeful Grenadier. Oh, Jace, Reawakened. Jace apparently is not that mythic. It appears a lot, or we are ugly lucky in this channel. So, as I said the last time that we saw this card, is for 2 blue, is a Planeswalker Jace that is converting from Ashiok because he was posing as Ashiok. I don't know, I haven't read the epilogue yet. I don't know how he fixes his own Phyresis or Phyresis beyond the fact that, oh, he's Jace, he can do anything. So I don't know. It has 3 loyalty and it says you can cast it during your first, second, or third spell. But after that, +1, draw a card, then discard the card. You have another +1 that says you may exile a non-land card with mana value 3 or less from your hand. If you do, it becomes plotted. And if you do -6, is the ultimate that is not that ultimate that says until the end of turn, whenever you cast a spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Don't get me wrong, doing that for certain spells is crazy powerful. But I don't feel it's like the ultimate thing it is. It's more of a combo card to put with others. And another mythic, so we are lucky. Sandstorm Salvager for 2 and a green is a 1/1 human artificer that says when Sandstorm Salvager enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature token. If you pay 2 and tap it, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature token you control. They gain trample until the end of turn. Useful. And you need to put it with another thing. Ooh, and we get a rare as well. Commandeer. Instant. You may exile 2 blue cards from your hand rather than pay for this spell mana cost. Gain control of target non-creature spell. You may choose new targets for it, which is very useful, and is more useful if you exile blue cards from your hand, because paying 7 for this, 5 and 2 blue, big yikes. Make your own lock in foil, then Jagged Barrens in foil, and an art card for Marchesa, Dealer of Death, or Marquesa, as I like to call her. Last booster. I was about to go give me luck, but I think this last one was the packed one, so I'm not going to push it. Vault Plunderer, Tumbleweed Rising, Irascible Wolverine, Outlaw Medic, Harrier Strix, Outlaws Fury, Stirling Hound, Tomb Troller, Emergent Haunting at Knife Point, which can be here or in Karlov Manor, Smuggler's Surprise, another Horse of Troy. For 1 green is a spree card because it costs you 1 green, but you can pay 1 or more to have all the effects. And in this case, you have +2 mill 4 cards. You may put up to 2 creature cards from among mill cards into your hand. For +4 and 1 green, you may put up to 2 creature cards from your hand to the battlefield, which is actually very nice. And +1, creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible at the end of turn. This card is very good and very flexible because you can just choose whatever you want to do based on the status of the game. But if you are in the late state and you are in, Scrooge McDuck money levels of mana, you can pay 1 green. Actually, you can pay 6, 7 and 2 green, which if you're playing green, likely you have the ramp for it. And literally you mill cards, put 2 creature cards from them in your hand, then you can put 2 cards on the battlefield for free, and then they gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. So, the whole combo, the whole 1-2 combo. Very nice card. Decisive Denial, which we got the art card for, so here it is. And we are kind of lucky because we got another rare, in this case in the foil spot, with Step Between Worlds for 3 and 2 blue. It's a sorcery that says each player may shuffle their hand and graveyard into library. Each player who does draws 7 cards, exile Between Worlds, and then you can plot it, which is, Creosote Heath, and a art card signed or stamped by Willem Hampson, Overwhelming Forces. Not bad. And that's the bundle. Now, to recap very quickly, because the cards are random, right? So if you buy a bundle, you're not getting the same cards. Everything is random. The one things that are for sure are the box. And the box, I mean, you really have to like the Thunder Junction theme. The box is okay at best. Plus, they removed the mini box from inside. So this is going to be meh. But the box is okay. I don't like the art in particular, but that's me. Then you get the boosters, which is okay. The alt card that comes with it, I believe is very good, which is the Key to the Vault. I think it's a very good card. You can do crazy combos with it. Contrary to the normal alt cards that comes with bundles that are like meh. And the die, I don't know if it's an explosion or something. I don't know exactly what it's trying to replicate. I think it's an explosion. It makes sense that it's an explosion. Or fire, because the figure in the box is what I believe is, I don't know, ragdolls. And, you know, very fiery. So if that's the case, it is fire, I guess. Either fire or an explosion or something. I don't know if you can catch it, but if you see the light through it, it's kind of nice. It doesn't scream Thunder Junction to me, but it's very nice. And it's very easy to read as well. Because sometimes some of these dice are very difficult to read and because of the weird fonts in the numbers. So that's the bundle. And this is yet another step in our journey to try and open every bundle and comment on them. I hope that you like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all those things that the cool kids say. And let me know down below, what do you think about this? Do you like this art? Like, is it just me that I find this super meh? Like, couldn't they put like, I don't know, ragdolls, since they're going to put ragdolls in the box, or like, I don't know, horses or something? This train just feels like very meh, man. Just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let me know down below. And also what you think this thing is representing. Fire or something? And I hope to see you next time on PAX and Recreation. Yeehaw!